In this video, I am going to show you how to start a literature review search. One of the hardest parts of a literature review is figuring out what words to search and where to search for academic articles. In this video, I will show you a step-by-step process. We will start with a specific research question, then we'll use ChatGPT to brainstorm search terms. After that, we will take the specific search terms that ChatGPT helped generate and use them in ERIC, which is an education research database. Finally, we will record articles in a Google Sheet. The goal is not to find the perfect search on the first try. The goal is to create a clear, organized process that you can repeat and improve. Before searching, you need a specific research question. A research question tells you what you are trying to find out. If the question is too broad, your search results may be overwhelming or unfocused. For example, how can colleges help students succeed in math is very broad. A better and more specific question is, what interventions have been used to reduce failure rates in introductory statistics and calculus courses? This question is stronger because it tells us the type of courses, the problem being studied, and the kind of information we're looking for. Your instructor or research mentor can help you make your questions smaller and more focused. This is important because a more specific question usually leads to better search terms and more useful articles. Now I'm going to use ChatGPT to help brainstorm search terms. ChatGPT is not doing the research for me, it's helping me think of possible keywords, related terms, and Boolean search ideas that I can use later in an academic database. This step is important because the words I will use in ERIC will come from terms that ChatGPT helped generate. I am going to insert this prompt into ChatGPT. This prompt gives ChatGPT my research question. It also tells ChatGPT that I plan to search in ERIC, so the suggested terms should be useful for education research database. After ChatGPT responds, I do not want to copy everything without thinking. I need to review the suggestions and decide which terms actually match my research question. Here I can see that ChatGPT helped generate terms related to the course, such as statistics, calculus, gateway math, and introductory mathematics. I can also see outcome terms such as failure rates, DWF rates, retention, persistence, and pass rates. Finally, I can see intervention terms such as tutoring, advising, academic support, and supplemental instruction. These groups are useful because they help organize my database search. I will use some of these ChatGPT generated terms when I search ERIC. Now we are going to move from ChatGPT to ERIC. This is an important step. ChatGPT helped us create and organize search terms, but ERIC is where we're going to search for actual academic articles. You can use terms and structured searches you generated with AI to efficiently search databases like ERIC. The search terms I'm about to use in ERIC came from the ChatGPT brainstorming step. I am not making up completely new terms in ERIC. I am taking the terms ChatGPT helped generate, reviewing them, and using them in an academic database. ERIC stands for Education Resource Information Center. It is an education research database, so it's a good fit for our topic about teaching, learning, student success, and course outcomes, and educational interventions. Your university library may also provide access to other databases. If you do not know how to get your library's database, or not sure which database is best for your topic, ask a librarian. Librarians can help you find databases, choose search terms, and locate academic articles. First, I'm going to start with the simple search in ERIC. These search terms came from keywords that ChatGPT helped brainstorm for my research question. The simple searches uses main ideas, statistics, calculus, failure rates, and interventions. I am going to copy and paste the simple search into ERIC. This is a plain language search using the main ideas that ChatGPT helped me identify. Now I would look at the number of results and scan titles. I am checking whether the results seem related to my topic. I want to see if the results are about education, college courses, statistics or calculus, failure rates, and interventions. This is the first search to help me get a general sense of what is available in ERIC. Next, I am going to try a more structured search using and or. This structured search also comes from the ChatGPT brainstorming step. ChatGPT helped me organize the search term into groups, course terms, outcome terms, and intervention terms. I'm going to copy and paste this structured search into the ERIC search bar. This search asks ERIC to find articles using the three main idea groups that ChatGPT helped me organize. The first group focuses on course themes such as statistics, calculus, and gateway math.
The second group focused on outcomes such as failure, DFW rates, retention, or persistence. And the third group focuses on possible support such as tutoring, advising, interventions, and academic support. Again, I will skim the results to see which ones are relevant to my research question. This overall shows that ChatGPT can help prepare a strong search language, while ERIC is the database used to find the academic sources. If the search gives too many results, I can narrow it down by adding more specific terms. If it gives too few results, I can broaden it by removing terms or trying different synonyms. When I click on an article, I can read the abstract. The abstract is a short summary of the article. I can use the abstract to decide whether or not the article might fit my research question. I will ask myself, is this about my topic? Is this about college students? Is it about statistics or calculus? Does it describe an intervention? And does it include a student outcome? As I find articles that may be useful, I record them in a spreadsheet. This helps me remember what I found, what search terms I used, and why I thought the article might be useful. Our group uses Google Sheets because multiple people can work in the same document and see updates in real time.
You start with a specific research question, then use ChatGPT to brainstorm possible search terms. Next, review and revise the ChatGPT suggestions. Do not copy the term without thinking. Make sure they match your research question. Then, take the terms and structured searches you generated with ChatGPT and use them to effectively search databases like ERIC. In ERIC, you can start with a simple search and then try a more structured search using and or. After that, review titles and abstracts and record useful articles in a spreadsheet. The main point is that ChatGPT helps create and organize the search terms, but ERIC is where you search for academic articles. The goal is not to find the perfect search on the first try. The goal is to create a careful, organized process that you can explain and repeat.